inflammation is basically your body fighting off something that it thinks is an intruder. So it's your body fighting off to protect itself, right? It shows up in different forms in your body. So what happens is, if you are somebody who has a high amount of processed foods, who has a high amount of foods that don't go well with their gut, what happens in your gut, your intestine, is that there is an imbalance of unhealthy bacteria in comparison to the healthy bacteria as a result of this inflammation. If you're having foods like gluten or dairy and your body is sensitive to these foods, then this is very likely to happen. If you're going to have very high processed foods like maida, so very refined foods, then this could happen to you. Migraines, brain fog, bloating, bowel issues, so having constipation or IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, which is constipation, diarrhea, or both, is highly common in PCOS persons in comparison to healthy population. That's not something we talk about. So all of these things, skin eruptions, if you've been having eczema, eczema accompanied by like your entire scalp flaking, something like that. In a lot of people, even joint pains, backaches, these are signs that inflammation is acting up in your body. What do you have to add in terms of like nutrition and inflammation, because it plays such an important role in literally like
Yeah,
we've seen symptoms reversed.
And bloating.
yeah.
Many of our patients have bloating.
Bloating, acne, hair fall, all of these, we do consider them as signs of inflammation. And when like our program people, they ask me what is inflammation, because this is again a word which is thrown around very, very commonly. So just to put it very simply, I tell them that if you have inflammation, it just means that your body is under stress, and your stress can be anything, like working out too much or not working out at all, eating too much, not eating at all. It can also be like stress, like emotional, mental, any kind of stress. And the simplest thing is that our body is not really able to differentiate between these different types of stresses. So when our body is under stress, it is not going to ovulate, because reproduction is never a priority when your body is under stress, and that is how you won't end up getting your period.
If two friends have similar symptoms, that does not mean that you have similar causes, and which is why it is important to go to the root cause of your symptoms and treat it the way it should be. Okay.